Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you, and if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. What I have today is I am going to be showing you something about a cross stitch conversion. I was going to do this with one of my canvases that I already had that had printing on it, and it was some that I got out of a mystery box that I didn't think would turn out, and I had no plan on doing it. But whenever I was trying to do it, I figured out that would be a little bit more than I would want to do. So I have to have blank canvases for these. For me, some people might be able to do that and keep the lines straight and all that, but for me, I'm going to have a blank canvas. So what I did is I ordered a cross stitch from Etsy that was in PDF form that you could download, and what I use is Pattern Keeper. Pattern Keeper, I bought it specifically for doing stuff like this, but now I know that since I've gotten into cross stitching, it will help out with that too. But anyway, what this one is an app. I'm going to go ahead and switch you over to the other camera so you can see that. Just one moment. Okay. So this particular pattern that I have is about 10 or 9 diamonds too wide. So what I've decided to do is, since this one has a border around it that you're supposed to stitch, I'm just going to take away 5 stitches from each side. So let me show you a little bit of this pattern first. Okay, so the one that we are going to be doing, I don't know if you can see that, not that one, it moved on me, is, come on, is that it? That stitch right there. That's the one that I bought off of Etsy. It was $3.50, which isn't that bad. And this is something that I'm going to do with leftover drills. So this will not be getting done in any type of hurry whatsoever. I bought this blank canvas from Joann's, I believe. It's a Diamond Dots one. Bought it from Joann's a long time ago. It was on clearance for like $2 or $3. And the reason it was on clearance was it was unpackaged and it was just rolled and taped, and it had this little stain on it. But that's okay, no issues for me. That little stain on the outside and the plastic, I can cover that up or put something over it. That's fine. Anyway, you notice that these all have these little grids right here, which is the same thing that I have on here. There, each one of these squares is 100, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, each one of those squares is 100, so that's what I'm going to use. But I've blocked off the first 5 on here, and I'm going to block off the next 5. But I won't be doing it on here. So this is going to make this a little more confusing, because mine's going to end up being, I'm going to be starting halfway through this. So it's not going to quite line up with this, because I had to take 10 stitches or diamonds off of here, 5 on each side. I guess I could have taken 10 off, but I'm not sure. I was afraid that that would have gotten into the picture too much. And I just kind of wanted to take away the border. Which, should I do that? Let me look at it real quick. You can't really tell by looking at this. Let's go back. I'm going to look at the mock-up real quick. I wonder, view mock-up. See, I don't know how well y'all can see that part. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. You see, it has this border around it, but it also has these little things as borders. Maybe I can just take 10 off of there. Would that be too much? You know what? I'm going to try that out. And if it doesn't work, oh well. It was $3.50 plus spare drills that I've used, and plus this canvas at the time that I got it was like $3 and something. So I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to pause this for just a minute. Okay. Close this out. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to take 10 off of each size, and I can trim this once I'm done, so it'll be fine. So I'm just going to ignore the first row and then the last row on the sides. So we are going to start right here. I want that a little bit so I can see. This first row with the 10 and then the last row on here. So we're going to start with this one right here. Okay, I'm going to move this up. Yeah, I hate that it covers that part, but I want to be able to. Okay, we're going to start where it says 10, and we're going to go on. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to do this one square right here. Okay, this first one right here, and how I'm going to do that is I'm going to click on the little hourglass, and then I'm going to click on the eyes. Okay, and then which eye is 823, I believe. Yes, 823. So let me find that here. Find this, and I need a drill pen right here. Got everything that I need. I'm not going to need that many of them because I'm just going to do this one square. In fact, no. Oh. Okay, let's select the eyes again. Click the movement one so I can zoom in. This is the only square that I'm doing is this right here. I'm going to go over to marker. And we're going to start on this. I'm taking 10 rows off of each side instead of 5. That way it'll just work out better for me looking at this pattern on here. So what we're going to do. Okay, so 10. So there is 10 of the eyes all the way across on this, and it makes it easy because it's already got the grids on there. If you get a blank canvas, it will have those grids. So basically you're doing the same thing that you would be doing otherwise. And you could use round drills for this, it's just you will see the white behind it. So to me, I would rather just use this. And Diamond Dots is very sticky. A lot of times on these, I'm not able to move them like I want to. Wait a second. My only problem is these are, I was hoping that they would be closer together. But this is a trial thing before I do my bell to go with my beast, so we're just going to do it this way. I can already see one thing I'm not liking about this particular canvas is Diamond Dots normally deals with round drills, so I'm thinking that they probably meant for round drills to be used on this. So the grids are a little bit bigger, but I'm still gonna try. Okay, so we got those 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark off those 10 on here. The first time you click it, it highlights that, and then you hit the check mark. So now that part is done. So let's go ahead and we're going to go below that and we're going to do the diamonds, I think. I believe that's 310. Yep. So we're going to do the diamonds next, but I need to put up these 823s. And even though there's more of these 310s down here, I'm just going to worry about these on the second row because I'm just trying to get this one square done. And I don't want to mess it up too much. So there's 2 right here, which is just underneath the first one. Okay, and then you skip, I'm going to go ahead and mark those 2. Then you skip 1. And then there's 2 more. Okay, got those 2. You skip 1 and there's 2 more. And then you skip 1. And then you do the last one. Oops. Crooked. And just like that. Okay, so now that I've got those 3 done, I'm going to check those off so it shows the marks that they're done. And then the next one is going to be the upside down L. And I'll probably end up putting these in some kind of case or something as I use them in order instead of the baggies. Okay, what is the upside down L? So what we'll do is we'll do that. Click on that and go to markup, but right here it's 890. Just this color, it's a green, the darker green. Of course, we don't have that many. So, and this is one where you can start kind of branching out to the other side parts of it, because this middle one right here is green. So I can click on it. And then if you go in a diagonal, there's two more that go down in diagonal, sort of like the checkerboard. So you can go ahead and put those two in. Hit check, so you've done those three. Then go over to the other one and you see that there's three in a diagonal right there as well. So this wax that I'm using right now is not very good at all. Normally blue wax is pretty good, but this one is not. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and if I wasn't talking on here, I could do this a little bit quicker. I know it's taken a little bit of time on it. And I'm going to go to the other one and do the next one like that. 1, 2, 3. You know, probably the next one that I do like this, I will probably order my blank canvas from somewhere else because I believe that these are made for the size of the Diamond Dots rounds. But it's what I had and what I wanted to test. So, okay, starting from this one over here, we are going to kind of do a checkerboard right there with those three. I'm going to put that one, and then that one, and then that one. And you don't have to have Pattern Keeper. You could actually do this with a paper pattern and just mark it off on your pattern as you do it. My problem is I would mess up somewhere with that, so to me it's easier to take it off on here. Okay, these two down here are right up against the line that's the last two in that grid. So I'm going to go ahead and do those two. Right there. Check those off. And then this is going to be another like checkerboard for that part. Starting with the last one of the second three. And we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And And this one's actually got 4, I think. Yep. Whenever you're first getting started on a little square, it's a little bit harder until you start filling some in. Okay, got those 4. Now we are going to do this over here. So from these 2, we're going to skip 1. And that does that one. We're going to skip 1 again. Go down to the next one. And then we're going to skip 2. 1, 2. And then go right there. Okay. And then I'm going to go over from here. We got 1, 2, skip 1, and then the third one. And then skip 1. You're at the third one. Okay, I've got 4 more of this color in the square. Okay, this last 3. Right here, we're gonna, one of them goes here. And then one's gonna angle from that. And then these 2 are gonna go down. So I decided that I was gonna go ahead and start speeding this up through here. Basically what I'm doing is just finding the symbol on the screen and then putting it in the corresponding square. So I don't know if this is really all that interesting to all of y'all, but I thought I would go ahead and show this. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the rest. What is it, honey?
My movie's over.
Your movie's over?
Yes.
Okay, it's almost nap time anyway. Okay?
I can take a nap tomorrow.
You can take a nap tomorrow?
Yes.
We'll see. Go on back in there and I'll be in there in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So my granddaughter came in here while I was recording, so I thought I would give y'all a little clip of what she said to me whenever she was talking about her nap. I thought that was a little bit thought that was kind of funny, so I thought y'all might enjoy that too. It's not very often I catch her saying something like that on camera. So anyway, we're gonna go to the and I'm gonna go ahead and stop right there. I've got to look for these other colors, see if I have them. And I do not have that one either. That might be a color that I have to. So these 4, I don't have any of those. So once I get to all those colors, then I will just have to skip over them and go on to the next one. But we got most of that one done. Anyway, that's all that I have for you today. I will talk to everyone later. Everyone have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.